morning guys, how you doing? Well, this is the COT data video for the week beginning the 2nd of March 2026. We've had military operations in Iran with basically US have gone to war with Iran and Israel involved as well. And the whole point of me saying this is because it's going to greatly impact your trades for the following week. We can see that oil has really moved higher, obviously, and gold and silver have also moved up higher as well. The indices are going to gap down, maybe quite strongly. So we're going to have a rush to safe havens. So while I'm going to show you this COT video, we have to remember that it won't take into account what's happened over the weekend. It's probably worth watching this speech. Good speech, and it explains why, what they're doing. The Iranian Parliament has been struck by missiles. The Supreme Council, Military Intelligence, and the Atomic Agency, they've been hit by sophisticated strikes. So there's probably nothing left of them anymore. Now, just before I talk about the COT, is that this website is a good website. So have a look at that. I'll put the link in the video. And what it does is simply, you've got live feeds and you've got all like different feeds here. We've also got AI insights, and it gives us a risk sentiment analysis. And we can see that the area obviously in question is, we've got Ukraine here and we've got lots of hot spots here. Those red are the military jets en route and also circling as well. So it's a good website, and we're in a critical state in Iran right now. So these red squares are like potential that there are of geographical importance and things like that. So that's obviously the strait here going into the Nile and things like that. So it's a good website. You can click around and it's got a load of things down here. Commodities, they're obviously going to gap up, and lots of news and things like that. And it's a really good website. So let's look at the COT data. So come here, and we're going to download. Yes, and we're going to go to the file explorer once we downloaded it. Yeah, something to think about it. It's downloaded, so we're going to come to the downloads, right click. We've also got a desktop app as well, which is quite cool. So if your browser doesn't work, you can use the desktop app. Properties, unlock, apply. Okay, double click, and we can see how we are positioned from Tuesday, because remember this is from Tuesday night. And we had like a heads up about the Iran thing, because the governments all around the world were saying, leave Iran, telling their embassies, evacuate. So we kind of knew something was going to happen. So we had like a heads up on that. So let's do the chart page. And Euro moved lower. So move chart. And non-comms. Okay, so 156 from 180, and the dollar moved lower slightly as well. We're back below zero, but I think after all the stuff that's going on, that isn't going to be negative for the next COT data report. When we look at this next weekend, I don't think that's going to be negative. Okay, let's look. Oh, that's wrong, isn't it? What am I doing? Let's look at yen. In fact, we need to take those dates off, don't we? Let's do that. Let's look at yen. So yen just moved slightly lower, ever so slightly lower. 129. Yeah, 115. So a slight tick lower there. Euro down, dollar down, yen down. So it's not that great for any of those permutations. So Euro USD, Euro yen could be a bit tricky. I think obviously with the stuff that's going on right now, we're going to see like a flood, a rush to safe haven. So these two could probably do okay. Okay, Aussie on and Aussie pumped. So likewise, this may come down lower. I guess it depends on how long this Iranian conflict lasts. It may be over quick. If so, it might be risk on by Friday. Um, because you think that the police and the soldiers would surrender. Donald Trump says if you don't surrender, you'll face imminent death. They would have to be a bit crazy not to surrender, but we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, it's over quick. So we may continue to see Aussie perform well by the end of the week. So we are positive, but it may jerk down a little bit because of the risk. Okay, so that's Aussie. Pound. Pound's fallen. Minus 57. Still got that support. But we can see that we're zigzagging, we're doing like retracements, and we're probably going to come down, up, and then down. We're going to eventually find some support, and up we go. So CAD up. Yeah, just ever so slightly higher on CAD. Okay, so it's kind of like a little bit fruitless saying this is going to be a setup for the week ahead because of the geopolitics, because the Canadian dollar is going to move very strongly because of the oil. And, we've had a 10% move on oil on the futures over the weekend, which is bonkers. Gold. So likewise, up, I'd imagine, for next week. Okay, so we are positive. We're very strongly positive, but we're just sort of moving slightly lower. I imagine this is this is going to move up higher, okay? And that's it. And what I'll probably do is just wrap up the video because there's all that needs to be said, isn't there? We just need to watch the fundamentals this week, and we're just sideways and we're just consolidating on New Zealand dollar, and we're probably going to continue to go sideways. The same with the Swiss franc. So if anything happens, anything of note, I'm going to be sharing it in Discord, and we're going to do like a live analysis over the weekend. If anything crazy happens, if I see anything, I'll be sharing it, and we can discuss it as well. And that's the Swiss franc just going sideways. So like I said, we're going to wrap up now, and we have to just be careful with the week ahead and pray that it's over quickly, that it's not going to be a prolonged conflict like Ukraine and Russia. Hopefully with the US involvement, it's going to be over incredibly quick, and then we're going to get a new government in Iran as well, which is going to take some time. So just be careful. Remember to just be a little bit wary about holding trades over the weekend as well. What I've got is an EA that closes all trades at 6:30 UK time. So for me, it was a great idea because we had lots of trades running on the robot, and without that EA, we could be opening up and we could be in big drawdown as well. So just be careful, and I'll speak to you guys soon.